Yeah, some adoptions that we use globally, worldwide, some names which you may not be aware of, because many of them are US-based. But, well, surprise or not, we have Microsoft as our partner, as our customer, who's I think now the second biggest worldwide employment. We have Google, we have eBay, we have all main IT vendors, right, like Oracle, Cisco, Sun, HP, IBM. Interesting enough, IBM has some similar solutions that compete with us, but on the other hand, they work with us, right? Symantec also has their own solutions, but we work with them and we have established really great partnership because this solution simply works. Now I've been hearing many vendors telling now as well during some events that, well, SaaS or software as a service is some future. Well, it's the past of us because we've been there for the last 10 years already, right? And we really know what we've been doing. Last 10 years, from nothing, we actually managed to get to the #1. Some strategic partners, so all Big Four from consulting. That's also the name we already aware of, also the sponsor of this event. So we work with them together, and we work with partners like Provision here, or Romanian, Bulgarian, and Moldovan market. This is the last slide, and I will tell you one example that I usually use to illustrate from a real-life example how really vulnerability management helps. So, as I joined Qualys, it was a year ago, but I've been working with this technology for the last 4 years already. I started to travel a lot. I'm responsible for 17 countries right now. So I tell you the story, which is fiction, but anyways. Imagine that your infrastructure is like your house, right, or your apartment. Where you have rooms, and assume that the bedroom is like your server room, right? And the critical data that you need to protect in that server room, in your bedroom, is your wife, right? If you look at the ISO standard and to the principles of security, basically what you have to achieve, you have to make sure that your wife is confidential from, you know, the eye of your neighbors, from bad people. You have to make sure your wife is, well, contains all the integrity she has. And you also have to make sure that your wife is available, right, as a data asset to you, only to you, when you both want that, and so on. So basically, principles of security, they apply everywhere in life. We just sometimes think that IT is really different. And imagine that on that house, on my house, I have some detection tools installed. Well, like a firewall, which could, you know, be my fence, some detection systems as dogs, alarm, but also, you know, invested some money into advanced event correlation tools that really gather a lot of incidents and inform me if something bad happens. So imagine I flew now to Bucharest. Well, I temporarily switched my phone off, and whenever I just got off the plane and turned my phone off, I get the SMS message, which normal detection systems would do, telling me that, aha, we correlated stuff, and we found that, well, there were a few incidents, and here's the log. So 1 hour after you left, you know, your house, a neighbor jumped over the fence. He fed your dog, right? So the dog didn't work. Then he had no keys, and your wife was locked in the bedroom, right? So he opened the bedroom window, jumped into the house, spent, well, 11 minutes, as Paula Qualys says, right? And then having all the keys already inside, he simply opened the door and left your premises. That's what normal intrusion detection or normal any detection tools would tell. Was frightened, right? So how good this is for managing your risks. When you have this message with a, you know, shaking hands in the airport, what would you do? What clever decisions you can actually make? Kill the dog, kill the wife, kill the neighbor, burn the house, get married, find a nice Romanian girl here. Many options. Which is the best one? Hard to tell. Well, and you can learn that such things happen. which is good. And basically, usually marketing from detection tools, they will tell you, yeah, you learn, so in the future you would know that things can happen. Okay. If you really try to be proactive, and if you really try to look at your vulnerabilities of your life, of your infrastructure, of your data, and have a vulnerability management system installed upon your house, you would end up with a bit different results. Even before you leave, the system will tell you that I scanned your house and your infrastructure, and I can tell you that well, there are some issues that you need to address before instance will happen, right? So first thing, you have to change the fence because, well, everybody and neighbors can actually jump over the fence. You have to install a new patch into your dog just to make it more angry and more clever and actually attack somebody that jumps, you know, over the fence. Analyze, you know, your house, your windows, so some things should be done there, and there, right? And also you should change, you know, some configuration of yourself, of your infrastructure, because after you got married, you didn't tell, for the last 2 years, you didn't tell your wife that you love her. You only bring flowers, you know, when there is some kind of birthday, but not just, you know, on the ordinary day, right? You never bring perfume and stuff. So providing you fix that all in your life, right? Bring perfume next time you get from the business trip. Buy some flowers, install a patch on the dog, guard your house. Provided you do all that, you most likely will not suffer any incidents and negative impact upon your business. And fairly enough, Gartner actually made some analysis. Well, Gartner usually covers more of the US part of the business, but still they came to a conclusion, very simple, that companies that really implement vulnerability management process, they experience 90% fewer successful attacks than ones that only invest in some systems of detection. Because it's practical. It's something you can do before incident happen. If in case something tries to do something bad for your company, if your company is invulnerable, is resilient, most probably you would end up without any losses. So that concludes my presentation. I want to thank you, and I want to welcome everybody just to visit Qualys.com. As there is no software to install and maintain, you can actually take Qualys, try it free of charge for 14 days. Don't get addicted, because it's really addictive. When you start working with it, you can hardly then work without it. And you can always contact Provision to ship you or deliver you the appliance for your internal scanning. In case I'm here, I'm also be available as a resource to help you with that. It's free of charge. Why not to test it? You buy it or not, it's your choice, but we will still be very happy to help you and offer you a fully functional product without any obligations. Thank you.